Alright, y'all. So here we got the mobility slash activation routine for all your pre-training, like sports training, or pre-game little warm-up to do before you actually hit your warm-up. And this is also used for rehabilitation for strict mobility purposes. So first, I'm gonna take you through this whole warm-up. First, what you're gonna wanna do is ankle rockers, all right? So first, you want to gauge your hips, okay? Plant your feet, right? Get a stable base, shoulder width. You wanna gauge your hips. Most of us have a tilt like this, or a tilt like this, depending on what you do for a living. So you wanna grab your hips, okay? And start moving your pelvis around by planting your feet, squeezing your glutes, okay? And level it out. Breathing as you do so. You wanna find that neutral, okay? Plant. And from here, what you wanna do is plant on the feet, plant your feet in the ground, right? And drive your knees past your toes, okay? You want the balls of your feet and the heel to be like this, right? So what that looks like from the front. You want to be not gripping with your toes, but pushing like that for about 5 to 10 reps. You can do that for 2 sets or whatever feels good for you. And then, from there, we have elephant walks, which look a little bit like this. So, you want to get down to about right here, right? Bend your knees, and you're going to do one leg at a time. And what you're going to do is, you're going to straighten out your leg. You're going to push into the ground and try and straighten out your leg. This is lengthening the hamstrings. From the front. Don't want your back arched or curled. Just like that, okay? Those are called elephant walks. And then, this is where you take your mat, right? What I like to do is come down here, get into a squat, push your knees out a little bit, but pushing into the ground still. Do not relax your legs. You still hold the tension. And breathe, okay? And from here, you rest your knees down. You may have seen this in the other warm-up. This is called the child's pose. From here, what you're gonna wanna do is get in a quadruped and sink your hips back while also pushing into the floor and pulling your arms forward. Breathing. Until you can't go anymore, and then you hold there and breathe for 5 seconds. And you bring yourself back up. Do this for 3 to 5 reps. Again, sink back. You don't want your back arched like this. You want your pelvis neutral. Push into the floor. And you want to imagine a rope is pulling you from here and there, stretching you out. Awesome. And from there, what we want to do is this. Now you can do this seated or standing or sitting like on a chair, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. But basically, we're gonna do a chest opener, which opens this part of your spine and the back. So what you're gonna wanna do is put your hands behind your head like so. And you're gonna wanna come in and squeeze your glutes, tuck the chin, chest up, and extend out, right? What you're gonna wanna do with your shoulder blades is rotate them, right? So like this, you're gonna rotate your shoulder blade. Now, you can do this standing for better activation. What that looks like is here. Plant your feet. Start like this, right? Breathe out. Chin tucked. Extend the head and spine. And rotate the shoulders. That's a good opener. From there, get back on this T-spine rotation opening. Okay, so quadruped, right? Get down like this. What you're gonna wanna do is thread the needles. So you're gonna place this hand relaxed on your wrist, right? And what you're gonna do is let your spine rotate your body while pushing down on the ground and breathing out. Come up with your elbow. Don't shrug the shoulders, just keep rotate the opposite way. Like that. And then, same thing. Opposite side, you'll hear a lot of pops and cracks. This is good. You don't want your hips or legs to come off the ground. Do that for about 3 to 5 reps each side. And then, what you're gonna do is come down here, put your hand around your neck, right? To brace yourself, tuck the chin. You're gonna come down by twisting your spine. And twist the spine the other way, pushing in to come up. You want your spine to be rotating, not your arms driving the movement. This is all to get your spine unlocked. So rotate, breathe out, follow, look where you're going. 3 to 5 reps, like that. Each side, and then get into activation, which is the cat-cow. Some of you may have seen this, some of you may not. Quadruped, right? And what you're gonna wanna do is push into the ground so that you squeeze your shoulder blades back, okay? And then you're gonna push into the ground again and let your shoulder blades spread apart. Also push in with your knees to keep your hips level. And then you're gonna come in and squeeze, pinch the shoulder blades down and back. And then push out, push it in. So your shoulder blades are gonna be pinched when you're coming, and you're pushing out to expand them. Okay, do that 3 to 5 times. Then from there, we got the world's greatest stretch, which looks a little something like this. Get in a lunge position, right? Left foot, left hand. Just push it down right here, okay? Then from here, another rotation. Do 3 to 5 per side, okay? You want a strong base here, everything aligned. Right foot, right hand, push down. You're also pushing out with your elbow on your knee, and at the same time rotating this way. Do that again 3 to 5 times per side. Then we got ATG split squat, which here it's a stretch right here, and also a stretch here. So what you're gonna wanna do is get in a good base, right? This is gonna be relaxed, like you're gonna press in to keep your hip aligned, but your foot back here is gonna be relaxed. And you're gonna drive diagonally, keeping the spine straight. Don't bend forward. That's how you know your range of motion's done. Keep going. Push like this to where you can. Hold this, breathe, and squeeze to come back. And you switch sides, right? Getting a strong base. Going diagonally, knees over the toes. It's okay if this comes up a little, but you really want to just drive it this way. Get a huge stretch here. Breathe, hold it, come back. Do that 3 to 5 times per side. Now we got dead bugs. These are a great way to warm up your hips. So what you want to do, get your back flat on the ground. Key points, you want your lower back on the ground. Your whole back is on the ground, and you want your core down and engaged. You don't want it up, you want it down. So from here, what you do is alternating dead bugs. So you bring this one up, hold it, chin tucked, keep it in line. And you extend out like this. Keeping that low back on there. That's dead bugs. Good activation. Then you go into hip 90-90s. So these might be challenging for you, but start like this. And you're like this, right? And you switch. And what you're doing is just making your legs 90 degrees. Notice how my legs it's great for hip mobility. As you can see, my hips are so tight from playing soccer, but it's what you do. Now we go into Frogger's mobility. So same thing like the child's pose. You come here, get your hips or knees outside your hips, okay? And what you're gonna wanna do is not arch your back like this, keep it neutral. You're just gonna sink back, open your hips like clothespins that you close chips with, and squeeze your glutes. Let's come back up, open them as far as you can. Squeeze. Come back up. Open, open, good stretch, and squeeze.